Taking a live look outside, we're seeing some clouds moving in as we kick off the Memorial Day weekend. We're talking about when and where some possible thunder showers might disrupt your plans, coming up in your first alert forecast. Plus, we're looking ahead to a busy Saturday at the Hermiston Raceway that is expected to draw quite a crowd. And this weekend is the unofficial start of summer for many, so we're talking water safety as the weather warms up.
Now, KAPP local news at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. As we are getting into fire season, a federal judge ruled today that the government can keep using chemical fire retardants on wildfires, even though those chemicals are polluting waterways. Environmentalists had sued the U.S. Forest Service, saying hundreds of chemical fire retardant drops like this one have ended up not on the fire, but on streams instead, that over the past decade. They said it was a violation of the Clean Water Act. But the government said most of that pollution happened by accident in less than 1 out of every 100 fire retardant drops. And they said these chemicals are a crucial factor in getting ahead of devastating wildfires. Today, a judge in Montana agreed. Now, over the past few years, especially, there's been more and more focus on stopping those fires early before they grow out of control. In Oakland, California, they're rolling out a new federal program using real-time detection sensors to try and prevent situations like this deadly blaze in 1991 that killed 25 people and destroyed thousands of homes. Firefighters are now installing nearly a dozen sensors, basically elaborate outdoor smoke detectors, around the Oakland Hills.
They are only quote-unquote smelling sensors. There is absolutely no audio or no visual technology in these sensors to ensure that our privacy for our residents are not compromised. That's going to help us sleep better at night, knowing that if we have a conflagration in our hills, especially our high fire severity zones, we would get immediate notification to our dispatch center.
Now, advocates say the sensors can detect early stages of a fire from up to 2 miles away and then alert first responders. But after years of drought, California got a particularly wet and snowy winter, which means rivers are now running much higher than usual with particularly icy water. Officials are warning people to be extremely careful on the water this weekend. Since April, in California, at least 7 people have died in rivers, including 2 children who were swept off their feet while wading in a river last weekend.
You look at some of those waterways, I mean, they're straight waterfalls. They're rushing down significant speeds. You just get near it and you get caught up in it, and you're probably going to be a fatality bouncing off the rocks.
So last year we were just a little over 20 water rescues for the entire year, and this year already we're already at 20.
So wearing a life jacket is a really good step to protect yourself, but even that is not always enough. Here in Washington, a teenager died while trying to float the Cle Elum River with a group of friends in Kittitas County last weekend. The sheriff's office says the teen in that case was wearing a flotation device, but they got trapped under a submerged log and drowned. And while a lake or pool won't have the current of a river, they're still pretty cold this time of year, and they can be dangerous. Mandy Gaither talked to the experts about how to make sure your kids stay safe.
It can happen in seconds. When a person's drowning, they're silent.
Every year, I wait for the phone call that we're going to have a drowning victim.
Pediatric emergency physician Dr. Sarah Lazarus has seen firsthand the dangers of water. She says many times child drownings happen while parents are at a party or gathering.
They think that someone else is going to be watching their child, and they lose eyes on them for a moment, and then the next thing they know, they're floating at the top of the water, or they see them on the side not breathing.
In the U.S., there are an estimated 4,000 fatal unintentional drownings every year. Anyone can drown, but children are at highest risk. It's the leading cause of death in kids ages 1 to 4, and the second leading cause of unintentional death in kids ages 5 to 14. But drownings are preventable. Keep kids younger than 6 within arm's reach around water. For older kids who can confidently swim 2 laps of a pool, make sure you keep an eye on them.
Because you're going to be more protective of your child than anyone else, it's really important that you realize you need to be aware of them. And you can't really trust on lifeguards or anyone else at a party to keep eyes on them because there's distractions everywhere.
And one potential way to make your child more visible is their swimsuit. Alive Solutions tested colors and prints to see how visible they are in a pool. They found neon green or bright pink or red, orange, and yellow are the most visible underwater. You can see here. Black patterns on the fabric, though, can make it a lot less visible, even in those bright colors. And while it's been a little bit cooler, we are talking about a warm-up. Jason Valentine has a look at what to expect for your holiday weekend forecast.
Good Friday evening, everyone. Oh my goodness, we've made it to Memorial Day weekend. Hope you had a wonderful day today and hope you have a nice weekend planned. Folks, in the next 24 hours, we're going to see more or less what we've seen for the past couple of days. Overnight, we're going to see clearing skies and a little bit more partly cloudy skies tomorrow. We do have a chance of seeing a little bit of shower activity tomorrow, maybe in the form of thunderstorms in Yakima, in the Tri-Cities, and even along the Blues. But still, we're going to see more sunshine or partly cloudy skies than not, but still, we do have the opportunity to see a little bit of shower activity. We are going to warm up by a couple of degrees tomorrow, and then we're going to pretty much be holding tough. We're going to be looking at mid to upper 80s as we head into the weekend and into the next work week. So really what you see is what you're going to get, but we'll see a little bit more clearing as we get to Sunday and Monday. So the partly cloudy skies and chances of showers will be moving out. Winds, not much of a factor. So folks, I'm going to get you ready for the Memorial Day weekend. And again, hope you have some wonderful things planned out. I'll have that in a bit. But for right now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. Lawmakers in Congress are on a break right now for Memorial Day as we take a live look at our nation's capital. But certain key negotiators are still at work and reportedly getting closer to a deal to raise the debt ceiling and prevent the government from going into default.
We know it's not easy, but we're going to make sure we're not just trying to get an agreement. We're trying to get something that's worthy of the American people. We worked through the night last night. I thought we made progress yesterday. I want to make progress again today, and I want to be able to solve this problem.
Things are looking good, very optimistic. I hope we'll have some clear evidence tonight before the clock strikes 12 that we have a deal. But it's very close.
Well, today Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen gave lawmakers a little more time to work with, saying she now believes the debt ceiling will have to be raised by June 5th. Earlier, Yellen had tentatively set that deadline at June 1st. And tonight, new data from the Commerce Department says in April, the core PCE index ticked up 4.7% for the year. Now, PCE stands for Personal Consumption Expenditures. This is how much you're spending individually. And the increase kicked up the odds that we will have more interest rate hikes later this year. Friday's data report says the PCE price index rose for the 12 months ending in April. That means prices for goods and services also increased, but food prices showed a very slight decline in that same period. Well, coming up this Saturday, it is opening day at the Valley Mall Farmers Market in Union Gap. This year, you're going to see a few changes. Instead of being in the southeast corner of the mall near Sears, they will be actually in the main drive area of the mall, covered by trees and eventually a tent. They also got approval from the State Liquor Board to eventually have wineries and breweries on site. And they're also trying to help small businesses by asking vendors for a flat fee of $20 per week.
I'm looking at that opportunity that we're going to be able to help more of these local entrepreneurs really grow their businesses and get in front of people.
The Valley Mall Farmers Market is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will run every Saturday through October 7th. And in Oregon, if you're looking for something to do this Memorial Day weekend, you can head over to the Hermiston Raceway for a very busy Saturday. Tomorrow night is the Duel in the Desert, and organizers say it's the 4th year they've done this. From pro late models to hobby stocks and more, they're talking about a full house. Track owner Greg Walden tells us it's a little field, but there will be a lot of race cars.
Probably there will be 90 to 100 different race teams attending and fitting in that nice small little pit area that we have over there, all shoehorned in here. It should be really well attended. Generally it is. It's almost a sellout every time. So looking forward to good weather and good racing on the little historic Hermiston Raceway.
Now, the Hermiston Raceway is Oregon's longest continually running speedway. It's also the only paved short track in the entire state. This place has got more than 55 years of history. If you want to check it out for yourself, gates open at 4 p.m. The lights turn green right at 6. We have much more information on our website, yaktrinews.com. And tonight, a local garden is getting some much needed attention ahead of Memorial Day weekend. You may have seen the heart-shaped display filled with purple sage near the boat launch at Bateman Island. It was started 13 years ago by Ernest Crediford. He was part of the Columbia Basin Native Plant Society. He says he wanted to honor veterans and those who died while serving with the U.S. military.
I think it was 2012. I was walking up Badger Mountain, and I looked, and the purple sage was in bloom right on Memorial Day weekend.
Now, Ernest is not a veteran himself, but he has seen the wounds of war that go beyond physical injuries. We're going to hear more from him later tonight, coming up on KAPP Local News at 6. For right now, we are talking about beautiful weather. If you want to get outside and do some gardening or yard work, taking a live look outside, you're seeing some clouds moving in. Jason's talking about a chance of scattered thunderstorms this weekend. And still ahead on KAPP Local News at 5, summer travel season is officially underway. It's expensive and likely to be crowded. We're talking about your best bet to beat both those issues coming up.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
We're seeing customers come in every single day. Pros are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
Fred's Memorial Day sale is on. Now is the best time to save on Samsung laundry sets.
Fred's has this Samsung laundry set marked down to only $729 each. Save $600 on the set.
Or save 30% on this Samsung front-load laundry set.
Samsung has a variety of laundry sets to choose from, and they're on sale.
Nobody has the selection of laundry sets you'll see with one stop at Fred's Appliance. Save big on a Samsung laundry set at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
Our phones keep us constantly connected. But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? To limit screen time, but not quality time. And to give us rhythm instead of algorithms. Introducing Us Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Hot tubs. Hot tubs. Hot tubs. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Monday. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Robert De Niro delivers comedy gold. We've got the legend on playing Sebastian Maniscalco's old school Italian father. And what stopped our interview?
Whoa. Guess that question killed it.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on KAPP.
Welcome back. If you are grilling out for Memorial Day, it's important to focus on food safety. The USDA says you can lower your risk of food poisoning spoiling the fun by keeping your hands and your work surfaces clean, and by keeping raw meat or seafood separate from salads, fruit, or anything else that won't be cooked.
It's so easy to then touch other items and spread that bacteria around, which we don't want. The warmer temperatures make it really easy for bacteria to multiply to dangerous levels that can potentially get you sick.
Okay, so temperature is key here. You have to get your cooked food hot enough to kill the germs and keep the cold food chilled. A good rule of thumb is when it's over 90 degrees outside, and it's going to be close this weekend, you've only got 1 hour before cold food needs to go back in the cooler or the fridge. And Memorial Day travel started early this year. The TSA says yesterday was its busiest day since 2019. We're expecting the summer to stay on that track. ABC's Rena Roy has a look at what to expect from post-pandemic travel.
After 3 years of reduced travel due to the COVID pandemic, Americans are ready to go on vacation.
This is going to be the first summer of travel where we'll see more capacity available for travelers domestically than pre-pandemic.
Haley Berg, lead economist for the travel app Hopper, expects a very busy domestic travel season and says there's good news on prices.
Prices are down about 20% from this time last year, which is great news for travelers.
But for international travel, prices are higher.
Airfares are up anywhere from 30 to 60% for international trips, about $300 to $350 more expensive than last year for trips to Europe and Asia.
Berg says that prices for hotels are up about 10% over the last year on average.
It's primarily because there's so much demand for vacations, it just continues to push up prices along with inflation and higher costs.
But your wallet won't be hit as hard this year when renting a car.
Rental car prices are down this summer, relief for those road trippers, averaging between $45 and $50 per day and down almost 20% from this time last year.
So if you're ready to plan your trip, here's some tips to help you save some money.
Most of June and July will be packed with travel. So if you can push your vacation off to late August or even early September, you can save both money and some time with those long lines at airports.
And to save more money, avoid the weekends if you can.
Think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday departures. For domestic trips, you can save $50 to $100 per ticket. International trips, upwards of $150 to $200 per ticket. Same goes for hotel stays. You'll pay about a 25% premium just to stay on a Saturday night. Check in Sunday, stay through the week, and you will save hundreds.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday evening, everyone. Again, hope you had a wonderful day today. Mostly nice weekend, but we do have a chance of seeing a quick thunderstorm, very possible. And again, we've seen a little bit of shower activity in places today, but very quick if it comes to your region. It is going to be warmer as we head into our next week and really as we get into tomorrow into our next work week. So our temperature trend, it is very much calming down. We are going to be right in those upper 80s as we head into our weekend and pretty much holding tough into our next work week. A very calm weather pattern is definitely here. And again, folks, this is for the Tri-City, so about 10 degrees or so above our average. And for the rest of our areas, we should be in the 80s for the entirety of your weekend. And winds, not much of a factor. We're right around that 10 mile per hour mark, 10 mile per hour to light. So maybe occasional breezy conditions for your weekend. But other than that, things settling down quite a bit. So in our futurecast, taking a bit of a larger look throughout the Northwest. Low pressure systems, we have 3 of them now, one there in the central part of California. Look at all of this unsettled weather throughout much of the Northwest. Our areas are seeing just a hint of that unsettled weather, at least in the form of precipitation and possible thunderstorms. But other than that, we're going to be settling down. So a little bit of a disturbance going on tonight. Could see a little bit of shower activity in Yakima and Toppenish as we get into tomorrow very early for the Blues. And then just, again, little bits and bobs of showers, and then they will move on. And as we get to Sunday, we're finally going to be settling down, and that will be the case as well on our holiday Monday. So a lot to look forward to. So folks, a little bit above our average today. Overnights, though, we are plenty above our average. Nowhere near our record. Now, we did break records last week for many of our areas, but not this week, and just a bit above it for the Tri-Cities, and again, quite a bit above it in our overnight period. We're just going to be building in our temperatures as we move along. So Memorial Day, as you know, 3 days away on Monday. Father's Day is 3 weeks from Sunday, and Juneteenth the day after that in 3 weeks. So a lot to look forward to, folks. And again, overnight tonight, we're in the mid to upper 60s, very warm, mostly clear skies. As we head into our Saturday, we do expect to see, again, partly cloudy skies, chance of seeing a little bit of a quick shower or two, mid to upper 80s for most of our areas, a little bit cooler, Pendleton and Ellensburg. 7-day forecast, and look at these conditions, folks. Upper 70s as we upper 80s, excuse me, to mid 80s as we head into even our next work week, and ample sunshine starting on Sunday into our next work week. Overnight lows mostly upper 50s to around 60. In the Yakima region, mid 80s pretty much for the entirety of the next 7 days, mid 50s for your overnight lows, and just like all of our areas, a little bit more sunshine for your Sunday. So folks, a little bit of partly cloudy skies today. Still still saw some sunshine and even saw some very small showerlets through many of our areas that could continue into tomorrow. Again, more sun than anything else, but much more sunshine for your Sunday and Monday, and highs getting into the mid to upper 80s starting tomorrow. Folks, we have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend on the way. Memorial Day looks to be the warmest day of all, and as we get to our next work week, going to stick right in those mid to upper 80s. Folks, have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Thanks, Jason. And up next on KAPP Local News, we are taking a closer look at a new report slamming the Navy SEALs training after a SEAL candidate died last fall. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code, which is also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It is free to download, and there's no subscription fee to use it.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel, but if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, find out what your rights are under the law. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Monday. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
During the massive 4-day sale at Furniture Row, when we say the savings are massive, we mean massive. Shop today and take $100 off every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. And with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. Check out Doorbusters and save 50%. Plus 6 years, no interest. But don't wait. Savings this massive won't last.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If you're working at home, have an end time for your work schedule. Stick to this each day so you can decompress. Get more information at yaktrynews.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Like compound interest, our legal experience grows on a daily basis. Counting me, we have over 100 years in experience representing accident victims. Call us if you need help.
Call 735-0546.
Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
That is more than 1,000 new graduates celebrating at the U.S. Naval Academy in Maryland this morning. The class of 2023 includes 744 Navy ensigns and 257 Marine Corps second lieutenants. That celebration, unfortunately, somewhat overshadowed by a new report criticizing the way Navy SEALs are trained. A SEAL candidate died after Hell Week last fall, prompting an internal review. That 200-page report says that instructors pushed Navy SEAL recruits to extremes and that medical staff wasn't organized or integrated in a way to protect candidates. The candidate who died, 24-year-old Kyle Mullen, actually finished the course but died of pneumonia afterwards.
I said, Kyle, are you okay? Are you hurt? Are you in a hospital? And he just responded, don't worry, Mom. I'm good. I love you. And he hung up.
This investigation shows that Seaman Mullen was not at fault. They found no performance-enhancing drugs in his system. He did nothing wrong.
The Navy's report found that some recruits were pushed to use performance-enhancing drugs to cope with the program's requirements. 2 top officers who headed the program were pulled from their jobs, and a number of personnel have been referred to Navy legal authorities for potential punishment. Naval Special Warfare Command says they're already requiring more instructor oversight and training, updated medical policies, and more authority to test for performance-enhancing drugs. Now we'll have a final look at your local forecast when we come back, and still ahead, a scary story on one of the biggest travel weekends of the year. Police in South Korea say someone opened a plane door mid-flight. Now, fortunately, they weren't at cruising altitude, but this is never something that you want to see happen. World News Tonight has more details coming up at 5:30.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Tonight, as families wait to see if they can pay their bills or afford a mortgage, the debt ceiling showdown.
They've all agreed there will be no default.
With ripple effects already showing, more Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new 15-foot Alaskan DLX boat. Play Wednesdays and multiply your entries. Use your club wild card and earn points and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data. So you don't have to get more lines than you need. No, you hang up.
US Cellular, built for us.
Hello?
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Welcome back. The Yakima County Coroner's Office got a new X-ray machine this week to help them collect evidence like bullets during autopsies. Now, before they were contracting with a portable X-ray company, but scheduling to come in was difficult and the county had to pay for those services.
Now we have the ability to do the X-ray during the exam and be able to hopefully locate the projectile before we would have to call the company back and do extra pictures at extra cost.
The coroner says this will save the county time and money as well. We're going to talk about just how much those savings add up to tonight on KAPP KVEW Local News at 6. But first, let's take one final look at your holiday weekend forecast. Here's Jason.
All right, folks, let's get you ready for your Saturday tomorrow. A little bit more cloud coverage for the Tri-Cities area. Highs in the upper 80s, so warmer than today. For Yakima, a little bit of afternoon and evening extra clouds. And again, could see a little bit of a thunderstorm or just a little bit of a shower move on through mid to lower 80s for the Walla Walla area tomorrow. And over in Ellensburg, we're right around the 80-degree mark. Folks, after tomorrow, we're going to be seeing much clearer conditions Sunday and Monday. Folks, have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy.
Thanks, Jason, and thank you so much for watching. KAPP KVEW Local News is back tonight at 6.